Okay, so I accidentally hit the stop button. So if you take a look at the wiring harness here, and I've got a headset on, you have first a wire here that is green and blue. So green and blue is your first connector here. The second one is a green and black. So green and blue, green and black. Then you have a brown, you have a black and brown wire. So that's a black and brown wire on the third one. The fourth one is black and silver. It's either black and silver or black and gray. And my God, I can't see. Yeah, black and silver, black and gray. And then you have a green and something on this one. Um, yeah, I don't know what the color is, but that goes, yeah, that's the first, second, right? The black and gray one, correction. The black and gray one is right there, so it's on the top one right there. The black and brown one is this one right here. So if you can see right there, let me do this again, I messed up. It's green and blue, then it's green and black. This one is brown and black, so the third one's brown and black. Then you hop up here to the top one here. That one is black and gray or black and silver. And then this one is black and brown, which is the same color as the one down here. So you have to be careful with that. And then the one back there is going to be that other green wire, and that's just the last green wire. It's either green and I can't tell what color it is, so I'm going to say it's just green. Let me see. It looks like a green and black. So it looks like this one is green and black also. So you have green and black here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Green and black, black and brown, black and silver or black and gray. And then you have black and brown on that one, green and black on this one, green and blue on this one. And you have to be careful because some of these repeat, but it looks like these two are connected. So these two are connected together in that little, I'll show you. Yeah, this is, you can see it right here. Those two are connected together right there. So that is the three. This is the three. They're connected together. And the other ones are the other ones that I described. So the first three are connected together. You can see how they're connected together here on the harness. And so when you look at it, you can see they're connected together right there too. All right, so that is the plugs there. Now we go to the light bulbs. This is green. So you have green and you have the brown and white. All right, so you have the brown and white here. You have the brown and white here. I believe that will be, yeah, these are the main instrument panel lights. So these are just lights. These are the lights that illuminate the faceplate. They're the brown and white and the green. Again, brown and white green here, brown and white green here. I believe this one, that is not, that's the turn signal. Yeah, that's the turn signal. So you got brown and white up here, brown and white here, brown and white here, brown and white here, and that's not an illumination one. Yeah, you got one right here. So this is a light, that's a light, that's a light, that's a light, and that's a light. And you have one right here too, brown and white green. So those are the light bulbs that illuminate the faceplate. Then you have on the top one, from going from the left to the right, you have black and yellow, black and brown. So black and yellow, black and brown. This one appears to be blue. Yeah, just blue and green. third light bulb or the third LED is light green and red and black and brown. The fourth one over is black and brown and light blue and red. Now the turn signal up here, which is the closest one to the LED panel, is green and light blue. This one over here, the turn signal, is orange and green. So yeah, that's all of the LEDs. Now if you look at the LEDs here, they're kind of lined up, black and brown's your first one with black and yellow. So you look at this, there it is, black and brown and yellow. And then you got green and blue right next to it. And then you got, looks like black and brown, this one right here, black and brown and light green. And then you have this one. So these are the illumination ones. Yeah, these are illumination, black, brown, and white, green. Yeah, these are the taped ones are the ones that turn on when you turn the key. So obviously this one's out and that one's out. But I don't know because I gotta test this harness again to see if this whole thing is working properly or not. So anyhow, you can see how easy it is there. So that concludes the wiring harness. Now the red connector, you have the clamp right here, and the clamp goes onto the speedometer cable, and it holds the wire here. Then the connector and the clamp, that's the male one, goes into the female one right there, which is part of the wiring harness. So the wiring harness goes behind this, and it hooks onto there, and you have two LEDs, the turn signal and the running light, and that hooks onto the wiring harness right here. So that that's what that little wiring harness and that circuit board is for. I don't know what this plug is for, but I didn't see it on the other one. Let's take a look. Hang on. Yeah, apparently that's there's a plug right here that was missing. Apparently that plug is where the circuit board will sit, and the circuit board sits right there, and that's where the circuit board sits. On this one, this is where the speedometer, if you're looking at it right there, that's where the speedometer, that's basically where the speedometer kind of sits right there. So that basically concludes the how to refurbish this. When you do these numbers, now I'll show you how to do these numbers, but I'm not going to show you. I'll describe it to you. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to use an epoxy paint, and the epoxy paint is Rust-Oleum white appliance. So it's about $3.75 at Walmart for a spray can, and it's an epoxy paint that is extremely durable. It's snow white. It's extremely white, and I really like that paint. So the Rust-Oleum appliance white, you can get at any store for about $3.75. I used a piece of tape. You can use a masking tape or any type of tape. Paint the tape with that epoxy white and let it kind of dry until it's tacky. And once it's kind of dry but tacky, stick it in the refrigerator. Now, once you stick it in the refrigerator, it's going to stop it from drying or curing. And it's not going to be wet to the touch, but it's going to be tacky enough so that when you put that tape on here and scratch it, you're going to gently scratch it with like a screwdriver. It's going to stick to the letters. So you're going to take that white tape that you just painted. I took a white tape and I painted it. You're going to put it right there and scratch it. Put it right there and scratch it. Now you can use that whiteout. You can use that whiteout tape, but I'll be honest with you, the whiteout tape is not very durable. Epoxy, once it dries, it's literally indestructible. It's probably the most durable of paint. So, this is something I'd paint my brakes with. So that's how I plan on getting the white lettering back on all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this out with this one. And as you can see, this one has some pretty good lettering on it still. The lettering is very good. And the lettering is pretty good. You know, I'll touch this up a little and touch these up a little. And then put this thing back on. I got to clean the glass a little bit more. It's got some impurities in the glass. So I will clean the glass up, and I'll get this cleaned again. And, have this all cleaned up nicely. So that's how I plan on getting the letters on there. And I'm just going to swap it real quick. And I just recorded how the wiring is, so I can go ahead and take off the wiring harness here without any fear of putting it back together. So that's how you do it. Do not try to take these screws out. They're plastic, and if you take a look at it, they're plastic, and if you want to feel it, they're very soft, so you will break them. But it's just a plastic little piece right here. Again, plastic little piece, so don't try to unscrew that with anything. So other than that concludes the restoration of your instrument panel.